beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're talking about this year's MAC holiday collection. This is something I look forward to every single year. Yes, I know we have not even experienced the joys of Halloween yet, and we are already talking about holiday releases. We are in this wonderful little time in October where I am filming videos about Halloween makeup and holiday makeup. And you know, I'm just embracing the overlap, so I encourage you to do the same. I have made my yearly purchase of the MAC holiday collection, and I didn't buy everything. I would have to sell my house to buy everything in this collection. And I like living here. But I did pick up a few things that interested me the most, and they are slowly rolling out more releases, so I'm still open to picking up some more pieces in the future. But I'm gonna give you the rundown on all the pieces that I've picked up so far. I placed my order from Ulta. I just like to use my points. I like to get those Ulta points. But a lot of these things are available from the MAC site and some of the other retailers that carry MAC as well. So I'll link a few different places online where you can look for these, especially if you don't have access to an Ulta. I try to search around online and find the best places where things are still in stock and all that good stuff for you. I did pick up one of the bullet lipsticks, the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This is the highlighter. And then I got all 5 shades of these little single shadows. These are the sparkler finish. So I'm gonna show you everything close up. I'm gonna show you swatches. I'll also show you a look because I'm wearing a bunch of these products today. Let's first start with the lipstick that I picked up. This is the Luster Glass Sheer Shine lipstick. I purchased the shade These Lips Are Expensive, but there are 4 other shades available. Considering that this is priced at $24 for one lip color, I wanted to test out this formula before I purchased a bunch of them. And I'll say this is pretty nice. It's comfy. It's a nice creamy lipstick. It goes on well. The wear time isn't amazing, but it is comfortable, and I think this color is really cute. I like this one, but I probably wouldn't spend $24 on another one. Now we have the one cheek product that I've picked up so far. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Wrapped in Gold. It looks like there's only one shade of this Extra Dimension Skin Finish available, at least at this point. They have been rolling out other pieces, like I said. This is $40 US, pretty darn expensive. The shade is called Wrapped in Gold, and I do think this is a decent shade to do if you are just going to do one, because I think this could suit a lot of different skin tones and a lot of different styles. It's this nice, shiny little pinky topper. It has a little bit of a shift to it, and it could be a highlighter or a blush topper. You could even wear this on your shoulders for like a party look or on your eyes. So a very versatile powder. Lastly, I picked up these little sparkler eyeshadows. Wasn't really sure what to expect from these, and I have many thoughts. About these eyeshadows. These sparkler eyeshadows are priced at $25 US a piece. There are 5 colors. And I did purchase all 5. I was really hoping that these would be the star of the show for me. And personally, I think the little packaging is cute. I love the little bow print. I like the colors that they chose. It's just, for me, this isn't the type of formula that I am looking for, especially when I'm paying so much for one single eyeshadow. These just didn't really suit my personal style. I will say I can make these work, and you'll see in the swatches that I'm about to show you what I mean by that. So first, let's look at just the regular swatches. These are just finger swatches swiped straight onto my arm. No primer, no brush, nothing like that. And these are quite sheer. And you know, it's a cute little sparkle. I'm sure a lot of people are going to enjoy this look. But for me, I do want some more impact, especially when it comes to a shadow that's this expensive. So for these, I swatched them with a brush that had been dampened with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus so that I could get a little bit more opacity, a little bit more of a metallic look. And, you know, these are better. It's still just doesn't really live up to my expectation personally. All right, now that you've seen all the products up close and you've seen the swatches, I want to show you all of these things in action, and I'll give you all my thoughts along the way. First thing I applied was the lip color. This is, again, the shade These Lips Are Expensive. This went on really smoothly. I didn't have any issues with bleeding. However, this does transfer quite a bit because it's that luster shine finish. So they say that this is a long wearing shiny finish. It's not really particularly long wearing for me, but it is comfortable. It has a nice look on the lips. So for me, this one's just fine. Now, personally, I really love the print on these powders. I'm always a sucker for these beautifully little printed powders, and this is just really nice on the skin as well. I was kind of expecting, my first swatch made me expect this to be a little bit too glittery, but on the skin, it really has just a nice sheen. It definitely shows up, but it's not so metallic that it looks like an out of place stripe. It plays well over my blush, and overall it gives me that shiny, sheeny, casually sweaty cheek that I love so much. So this is by far my favorite product that I tried from this line so far. Now let's talk about these eyeshadows. First, I just went straight in with the shadow on my finger, just no primer, no Fix Plus or anything. I didn't want to use primer because I know I'm going to dampen these shadows. So I thought this would be best applied straight onto the skin. So as you can see, I just put a little bit on my brush and then sprayed the shadow that's already on this flat synthetic brush. I started building that up onto my eyelid. So it's sort of like the Fix Plus is on my eyelid, and then I quickly went in with my finger and packed that shadow onto the little dampened layer. And I just sort of had to do some finessing with the brush to get the edges all covered, and then building up more color with my fingertip. And it was a lot of layering, a lot of back and forth to get this more metallic look on the lids. And, you know, this is just what I prefer. I don't really want a sheer wash of color. If you want that, it's going to be a lot less work. But if you want your color to actually show up on the lids like I do, no shade intended, then you're gonna have to do a little bit more layering. Then I just used this fluffy synthetic brush to blend out the edges. I didn't use any additional product. I just wanted to get a little bit of a softer look on the edges of my eye look. And, you know, I kind of did the same thing on the other eye, and I wanted to show you a side-by-side between just the dry shadow on my lid versus the built up and layered with that dampened brush, so you can see really what we're working with here. And I'm going to speed through the process, but I did the exact same thing on the other eye. And, you know, this is perfectly wearable for me. This is passable. And honestly, I wore this for several hours and it looked fine. Like, it stayed in place. It looked good. And I don't hate the way it turned out. It was too much work for me, frankly. If you stick around to the end for the outtakes and the bloopers, you can see me compare this to some other green eyeshadows recently added to my collection, and I can kind of flesh out my thoughts better in comparison to other formulas. I did layer a couple of shadows here. I wanted to just try out a few different colors. I wanted to see how they worked together, and I just wanted to add a little bit more depth and complexity to my eye look, and these all worked well together. I think my eye look is cute. I do think that these sparkler formula shadows are performing the way that they're intended to. I just think that the lesson I've learned here is that this isn't what I prefer, and I probably should have played it safe and not purchased all 5 shades, but I was afraid. I had that FOMO because of the MAC Snowball collection. I loved the single shadows in that one, and I didn't buy them all at once, and then I had trouble getting my hands on all of them because they sold out so quickly. So don't be like me. Don't give in to the FOMO. All in all, I feel like my look turned out fine. everything is just kind of fine for me. I'm sad to say I do feel just a little bit disappointed. I really wanted to feel wowed and excited, and you know, that old magic that I used to feel from MAC holiday releases. The only thing that I feel like top to bottom was worth my money and gives me that feeling is the Extra Dimension highlighter. I love the packaging. I love the little bow print. I like the way that it looks on my skin. I can see a lot of people using and wearing this for just a little special extra touch on your makeup. It's not so vanilla that it feels like everything else in my collection, but it's also not so out there and unique and wild that I feel like I couldn't wear it day to day. So it's really just that right sweet spot for me. I like the special packaging. I like the shade. I like the performance of the product. Overall, this is the one thing that I really am excited about. The lipstick's fine. It's just too expensive to be fine for me. I'll wear it. I like it. I'm just not feeling that same holiday magic that I feel from the highlighter. And the eyeshadows just aren't a formula that I love. I really want some more impact. And I realize that they say that they're the sparkler formula, which, you know, it's not like they were selling me on a foiled shadow. Just that's what I wished that they were. I just think that $25 is too much for a run-of-the-mill little sparkly wash of shadow topper type of thing. I'm not saying that there's no market for that. I'm sure there are a lot of people that will like a product like this and will be excited about it and will want to wear it and will feel like it was worth their 25 American doll hairs. However, I'm not that audience. If I'm gonna spend 25 bucks on an eyeshadow, I want it to apply itself and, you know, file my taxes for me. Just for my own personal style, I like a little bit more impact, so this is just not the product for me personally. Maybe it will be for you, but it's not for me. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about these products. Did you pick anything up from this little holiday collection? Are you interested in anything? Let me know what's on your wish list, what caught your eye. I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Damn it, Mac. Damn it, Mac. Just, ugh. I wanted it to be really good. I really wanted it to be good. I'm getting distracted by my phone. Relatable. And I'm also... Ma'am. The crossover we didn't know we needed. Actually, I knew we needed it. Bruh. Focus. I'm fine. But it's all... What? I don't want to work this hard for an eyeshadow, you know? We're out here with these indie shadows. Let's just do a little experiment, shall we? Here's what I mean, alright? These are Cliona shadows. This little shadow right here is called Viridian. I just looked it up on the Cliona site. It's showing the price as $7.43 US. This, okay? So $8. I'm sure they ship from Canada, so I'm sure I'd have, you know, pay a bunch of shipping. That's Viridian. Here is this MAC shadow, and I'm gonna like go in. I'm gonna give it the best possible. Cute printing be damned. I am going to go hard on this shadow, okay? Obviously they're not the same color, but I'm just trying to make a point here. Okay, here's the MAC one. See, that was the best possible swatch I could give you. Here's the Cliona one, which I didn't even have to dig into. Are you ready? Like, do you see what I'm talking about? Just the richness. This is like basically sheer. Like, come on. This is why I'm so spoiled. Even look at that from afar. Just look at the shine. Over the past couple of years, getting more into all of these indie makeup brands, the quality and the formulas and the unique color stories and the interesting packaging and just, it's just like what, I need these mainstream brands to get on this level. All these brands are so busy like repeating the past and copying each other, And meanwhile, the indies are just running away with all of our hearts and all of our wallets. Odin's Eye did a Christmas collection, and their holiday release is a jillion times more interesting than this MAC one. Like, I didn't come here to be a hater, but we are reviewing makeup out here. What am I supposed to do? Like, when I receive both of these in the same week, when I receive this, and then this comes in the same week, what's a girl to do? I'm gonna talk about green. Come on, there's gonna be a whole video, but look, here's the Odin's Eye one. Remember that swatch you just saw? Look at these. Hello, come on now. Pair that with the fact that this entire palette is what, $40, $43, $45? You can't even buy 2 of these single eyeshadows for that. As a reviewer, what am I supposed to do with that? I do think, you know, there's a market for just about anything in the beauty space, but I mean, you can't even compare. This is so much better. Oh, that got a little shady there at the end, didn't it? All right, well, so be it. Anyway, thanks for that little rant and all of those cute little green indie swatches. All right. Thanks for watching. And you know what? If you love this, that's good. Like, I'm glad. I want you to love it. I want somebody to love it. I like this. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being my friend. I hope you have an awesome day. And I hope that all of your eyeshadow turns out perfectly on the first try today. That's what I hope for you. Because I love your face. Okay, bye.